Oregon, the 495. And
Yeah, this is UDX 791. UDX 791. We hear you out there.
Hey, what's happening? You're Gulf Island, huh?
Gulf Islands, North Pacific. You betcha, off the far west coast of British Columbia.
Hey, 10-4. Yeah, good deal. I'm down here in Corpus Christi.
Oh, yeah, we talked to you the other day. Is that 359?
What's going on there, Joe?
Yeah, good to hear you, man. Let's go up to channel, how about channel 395?
Hey, Roger, I'm gone.
Hey, how you doing there? Good to hear you. Hey, Marvin. Marvin. UDX 791.
Hey, what's going on there, Joe?
Hey, good to hear you in there, man. You're blasting in here.
Hey, dude, you do the same thing here. Yeah, how about that, man? I was hoping to hear you sometime soon.
Yeah, I was shooting a bit of DX on my old TRC 458 today on the old ground plane there and made a few contacts. I decided to switch back over to the beam here, but yeah, I went to 38 and I heard you coming in over the train wreck.
Oh, well, you call that a train wreck. I call it a circus. Sometimes it's a zoo. I can't distinguish the two differences.
What I do notice, though, that 111 guy, I don't know if you hear him down in Corpus Christi. He used to be on there every day. I don't hear him anymore.
Yeah, on occasion I do, but now we got somebody, I don't know where he's at. I think he's in the West Coast playing Proud to Be an American song, but not the real song, you know what I mean?
Oh, no. So, yeah, it is. It's like it is a circus down there with a bunch of clowns.
Oh, indeed. So, yeah, you've been doing okay. How's the weekend coming out? Well, it's over now, but how's it treating you?
It's great. Nope, good weekend. Decent weather up here. And I just kind of relaxed today, worked around the garden a little bit there. Tomorrow I'm going to go over to Victoria on Vancouver Island. So, like, the only way off of this island is by ferry boat. So tomorrow morning, early morning, we're on a ferry boat over to the Big Island.
There you go. Hey, where's that place at over there? If you're not too far from Seattle, I went there one time. It's a beautiful flower garden and a rose garden.
Oh, that's Bouchard Gardens in Victoria.
Oh, that stuff was just enough to knock your socks off. Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll be driving right past there tomorrow. I go to Victoria a lot. Actually, it's funny. My wife gets our dog groomed down there every 6 weeks. But I'm usually down there probably a couple of times a month. I go down to Victoria. It's a 20-minute ferry ride from where I live, and then maybe about a half-hour drive, something like that.
There you go. Yeah, I've been there 2 different times. Both times we stayed in there, Seattle, and then after that we caught a boat ride up on to the Inside Passage in Alaska. But man, I remember those beautiful flowers.
Yeah, it's pretty nice there. Bouchard Gardens. Been going probably since maybe the early 1900s or something. But there's actually a ferry that takes you from Seattle to Victoria. It's called the Victoria Clipper, and it's a passenger ferry.
Well, I think I don't know, I can't remember, have to correct me on this one, but I believe we got off a ferry and went there, and we had maybe the first time around was a 3-hour special, but the second time around we rented a car and took our time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, you might have taken, there's another ferry that goes from Victoria to Port Angeles, and I've been on that one a few times. That's called the Coho Ferry or Black Ball Express, so it's an American ferry, but it takes passengers and vehicles from Victoria to Port Angeles. That's an hour and a half across the Juan de Fuca. And then once you're in Port Angeles, well, of course, you're in Washington State and you can go anywhere.
There you go. Well, I can't remember. I wish I could tell you which one it was, but I don't recall. So if I did, I'd be lying. But yeah, it wasn't a too terribly long trip, but we decided we liked it the first time around, so we rented a car there and spent, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 hours, and then we got I guess we caught a ferry or boat. I can't recall which one that was either.
Yeah, there's actually also another ferry that goes into the San Juan Islands, believe it or not. That's just a little bit from Victoria and Sydney, the town of Sydney near Victoria, and you take a ferry over into the San Juan Islands. Now, the San Juan Islands, we can see those islands from our island here. We're in the same island archipelago. So San Juans are in Washington, and we're just on the BC side. But actually, technically, we're closer to the U.S. than we are to Canada.
Okay, so I take that you're a United States citizen or Canadian citizen?
No, this is Canada here. Believe it or not, there's an imaginary line that separates us. So the Southern Gulf Islands are the Canadian Southern Islands here, and just south of us, across the imaginary line, is San Juan Islands. So when I was out there fishing last year or the year before, I'm right beside the San Juan Islands, pulling up salmon in Canadian waters.
So there you go. So I guess but your license, your driver's license, it does say America?
No, BC, British Columbia. I'm in British Columbia. We are part of British Columbia.
Okay, well, I heard you said the Gulf Islands. I looked it up. I told you the time, and I was wondering exactly where it was, and it was right there on the boundary line.
That's right. We're below the 49th parallel. The actual border runs across 49. We're 48 degrees here. So, and we are on Salt Spring Island. The name of my island is Salt Spring Island, and there's a bunch of islands around us.
So there you go. Soft as in opposite of hard?
No, salt like table salt, because we have salt springs here. So Salt Spring, like bouncy spring. Salt Spring Island.
810-4, okay, yeah, I can look that up too, just when I get bored and stuff, I write stuff down, and then I act like I'm intelligent, so you know what I mean?
Well, you never know. I'm the only operator here on this island that talks on 11-meter band, but there are lots of amateur radio operators on this island. Years ago, there used to be more CB radio operators, but they're all kind of done now. Some of them have passed on, some of them moved away, so as far as I know, I'm the only one here.
Oh, there you go. Well, there's about, I guess maybe 10 to 12 local operators here in Corpus that talk out here, but I don't know how all you've talked to, but I'm here.
Well, it's good to talk to you. You're definitely the only one I hear coming out of Corpus Christi these days. I also hear, I think it's Larry, 1409, but he's in Houston. That's a ways from you.
Yeah, Larry, he's about, he's in Houston, the outskirts of Houston. Yeah, as a matter of fact, off on 435, where I like to hang out at, and I caught a little glimpse of him, but we had some help, as a matter of fact, from somebody in Washington was relaying messages.
That's great when that can happen. I was actually up on an upper frequency today on my old TRC 458. I think I was on channel 505 talking to a few stations in Kentucky there on my ground plane. But I'm looking forward to getting my RCI back. My RCI 2980WX, something happened to the transmit on it, so I sent it FedEx down to Superior CB Inc. in Ontario, California. That was early June. I talked to them the other day, and they said it's going to be a minimum of 3 months when I sent it in. So they said at least another month. They're really busy, backlogged.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. So they must be well, because I've heard that Superior CB's there, yeah. And so they must make a name for themselves. But I've also heard the fact don't get no big hurry.
No, exactly. No, they got great ratings. And, you know, it's funny. A guy in Pennsylvania, a tech guy that owns a shop there, recommended them to me because I was going to send it to him. And he says, that's a long way to send it from here to Pennsylvania when California is just due south of us. It's a lot faster.
There you go. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know about the freight on your area, but I guess just crossing that parallel number there, you got, man, I bet they bend you over a little bit, you reckon?
Oh, yeah. No, it's expensive. There's nobody up here I know that fixes them anymore. You know, back in the early 80s, I had a techie, but he's probably long gone dead now. But, and there used to be a lot more people that would fix them up around here. Now it just seems to be mostly ham operators and not a whole lot of citizen band operators. But, yeah, Superior has a good name, and I trust them. And, you know, I have a lot of other radios here I can kind of talk on as backup, but it's my RCI 2980. You know, when you have your favorite radio? Well, that's my favorite radio.
Oh, I know that. When you got your baby, you miss your baby, so you have a substitute baby, but it ain't going to make up the difference for the real baby you got.
Exactly, and this is the, I'm talking to you on a little unit in Bearcat 980, completely stock microphone. My RCI 2980WX, I run the D104 Lollipop, and it's kind of just sitting here in front of me, waiting to get plugged in to the radio whenever it comes back. So I asked her, I said, do you think it'll come back in another month? She says, yeah, it should be at least another month. So I'm hoping before the rainy weather sets in the wintertime, I'll have my radio back.
There you go. Well, when winter does set in, I guess your conditions going to be a little bit better, aren't they?
Yeah, they're actually picking up now, though. It's amazing how much skip is starting to come in.
Yeah, you know, I talked to a friend of mine I talked to quite often, well, lately I haven't because of conditions, but the propagation hadn't been too well. But the long story short, I talked to British Columbia. A friend of mine, as a matter of fact, I talked to him about 15 minutes a day, uninterrupted.
I wonder who that is. Is he in Vancouver?
No, he's in British Columbia. His name is 057. He goes by Teal Farwood.
Oh, I know him, man. That's in southeastern British Columbia.
You know him, huh?
Oh, yeah, I've talked to him before. That's really rare, close skip. So he's probably about 800 miles east of here, northeast, right on the kind of the Canadian-U.S. border, just above it, above Idaho, maybe.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yes, I looked him up on the computer where his location was, but yeah, he's up in British Columbia. Yeah, he's we call him Grandpa. Well, I think he wants to be called Grandpa too. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, definitely know. I've talked to him actually a few times. I've talked to him in my portable, and I've talked to him here as well. Matter of fact, I may have even sent him a QSL card and have one from him, but I haven't talked to him probably at least in a year because it's really rare to get that mountain time zone skip. He's actually in a mountain time zone. He's in another time zone east of here in our same province.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because like I said, I hang up on 435, hang out there, and I had just came in from doing whatever I was doing, fiddle farting around here, and I just turned the radio on, and he says, "Well, I guess no contact on 359." I said, "Whoa, hold on, Gil, I'm here."
Yeah, right on. Well, that's cool. You say hi to him from Joe. I have a Video Gate channel on YouTube, and he's on my Video Gates. I have Jungle Joe C Video Gate YouTube channel where I put all these contacts, and he's definitely made a few of my gates.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, he's a good guy. As a matter of fact, I ain't been back on the radio probably less than 2 years. But he and about 5 other people were the guys he used to really make good contact with. And so, yeah, he's like my number 1 of 5.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can talk to a lot of places where I can't talk to, like Alberta. It's pretty rare for me to talk there, although I have, but not often. And other parts of our province, it's just it's too far to talk local, and it's, you know what I mean, too close for DX.
Oh, I know the story too. That's almost comic between me and Larry. I will hear him on occasion, and it's the damnedest thing, Joe. Whenever I do hear him, I have my beam facing northeast, not towards where he's at.
Oh, that's interesting. So he's northeast to you, right, QSL?
Yeah, there you go. Pretty much close about that point. But if I try to, target him where he's located, I can't pull him out whatsoever. But I got to get off the side of the beam to pull him out.
That's interesting. So you're running flat side right now, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, same with me. I got the 3-element Serio, 3-element Yagi Serio pointed right your way. I think I'm kind of honed in right on you, and you're probably pointing northwest then.
You got it. Directly northwest. Yeah, I'm on a 4-element Serio as well. Yeah.
Oh, they're good beams, man. I really like these Serios.
I ain't got much to say about them, but I believe if I had the opportunity to do it again, I'd probably go with the Mako 104. It's a little more thicker gauge because I'm right here in the water, and it's just a matter of time before the Mother Nature decides she likes my beam more than I do.
Oh, you're talking about like wind, huh?
The wind factor is situated at 95, but you always think on that one.
Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, you guys can get some hurricanes down there, right? We don't get those up here. So yeah, I can put anything up. It's like we rarely ever get any strong wind here, and I'm right beside the water.
Oh yeah, we catch it. Shoot, it ain't nothing to get 20, 25 mile an hour wind almost on a daily basis, and that's the only saving grace that keeps our I guess keeps your head from burning when you get outside because it gets damn near hot.
That's really interesting. Okay, no, I know there's been hurricanes down there in the past. Yeah, the Mako are good antennas too. They're awesome. Actually, I think they're made. The factory I think is in Texas, isn't it?
I can't say yes or no. I have no clue.
It actually looks like conditions are kind of changing right now. I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, they're dropping out. They're dropping out, Joe. Let me catch you another time, buddy.
All right, there, 359. Was it Melvin or Marvin? What was your name again?
Oh, Marvin.
All right, Marvin. Hey, cheers to you, buddy. 359. That was a pleasure. And we'll be listening for you again tomorrow night. Hopefully the DX is rolling.
Understandable there, Joe. Yep, it's Marvin as in Starvin. Didn't know if you copied that last transmission, but thank you, sir.
All right, Marvin. Cheers to you, my friend. And have a great day. Happy DXing, and we'll be listening for you again. That was a pleasure. This is UDX 791 waving at you in Corpus Christi. Have a great one. UDX 791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, QSX.